second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled off. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come out of the gates slowly. Just one of their first 4 have been wins.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
Here comes the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Altuve has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has absolute ice water in his veins.
And he struck him out. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Batting second, right fielder, Josh Reddick.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, you really have to appreciate what Jose Altuve brings to this team. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
The windup and the 0-1. Sliders in for a strike. Two out, nobody on. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Slow bouncer to the right side, but it gets fouled. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. And that brings up Scott Scheffler. He drove in 2 of their 3 runs in that ball game yesterday. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he fouls this one off. The 0-1. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. Junior is making his debut on the mound today. As we've mentioned, this performance in this one could be a good barometer as to whether he's ready to deal with major league hitters at this point in his career.
Yeah, Matt, this guy wasn't really the most highly touted prospect coming up through the minor league system, but one of the things he does, he throws strikes, and if he continues to pitch like he did in the minor leagues here at the big league level, there's no reason why he shouldn't be able to stay here and pitch very competitive baseball.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Missed with a slider. Junior makes his debut here as a September call-up amidst much anticipation. And assuming he lives up to the expectations, he could turn into a big piece of this rotation going forward.
Well, listen, this is the much-anticipated debut, and they're not making it easy for him as he's making his debut on the road, but that must tell you what the organization or what that manager feels about this young pitcher. If they feel confident enough to run him out there on the road in his debut, that tells you they really like this guy.
Batting sixth,
Tyler White will bat next,
Tyler
as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Now the 1-1 pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Ruth moving to his left, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Astros. We'll move to the third with no score. Here's Jake Marisnick.
leading off for the Astros, left fielder, Jake Marisnick.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's one gone in the inning.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time, and that's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at-bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton as he rips it on the ground to second. Sign comes up with it. Throw gets him, 2 down. Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. Iannetta behind now, 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Astros go down 1-2-3. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Josh Reddick. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he takes strike 2. Astros still have yet to tally their first hit in this one. Softly on a line to third. And this will be taken in by the third baseman for the second out. In now, Carlos Correa. First time up, he went down looking.
The shortstop, Carlos Correa.
First pitch on its way. Grounded to the right. Side has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3. Now the Astros designated hitter, Scott Schebler. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Sign moving to his right, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. No runs, no hits, 1 error so far for the Astros. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. 0-2. Here it comes. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. So digging in now, Tyler White flied out in his first at bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. In there, strike 1.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90%.
Oh, and that's off the second base bag. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often. Striding in for Houston, Jake Marisnick. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. White leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
I love the aggressive approach at the plate, but if you're not seeing the ball, maybe you have to take a step back. You find yourself with 2 strikes, absolutely battling for your life right now.
And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 1 left for Houston. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Striding in once again, Keon Broxton. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th. Here it comes. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Good breaking ball right there. Good hard slider. The count now 0-2. He's getting deep into the outing, but his slider is still staying sharp. He doesn't look at all like he's starting to tire. He looks as good now as he did early on in the game.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Keon Broxton becomes the first out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
A 2-2 count to the Astros catcher. The 2-2. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Slapped hard the opposite way, but this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jose Altuve. No hits to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Tapped down the line. That winds up foul for the second strike.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
The next 0-2 is looked at for ball one.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
Hit on the ground out to short. Ruth is there. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3. Into the box, Josh Reddick. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Junior is working a real gem here in his major league debut. Any of his doubters won't have a lot to say, at least after this one.
You'd like to see them get him out of here before he leaves with a bad taste in his mouth. He was really pretty much in control of this game for the first 5-6 innings, and as these pitches and innings have started to mount up, you can just see that he isn't quite as sharp, and he's not getting the swings and misses that he did early on in this game.
Valenzuela waits on it. He's got it one away. Here's Carlos Correa now. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Pitch on the way.
Correa.
Whoa, right back at him, and it hit him. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. And this has to be a big concern here. This ball came back and got him right in the pitching arm, and that is something you just never want to see. You can see him trying to work this one off, and from all appearances, I think they're going to let him continue, so that at least is a good sign. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Here it comes, 0-2. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Schebler, the runner at first with 2 gone. Popped him up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses 1 and 2.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hand. Didn't handle it real well at all in the previous pitch, so why not?
And he runs out of gas between bases. They tag him out to end the inning. Astros leave 1. They trail it here 2-0. Tyler White will bat next. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally. Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Murillo arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down. Here's Jake Marisnick, 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Lifted down the line in left. Murillo has it in his sights. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Bouncer down the line, but it's foul, strike one. Now the 0-1. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error so far for the Astros. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. And that misses 2-2. And he's got another one here. 12 punch outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They're still down. It's 2-0. Set to start the 9th now from Space City, Houston, Texas, as we continue our presentation. Now at the plate, Chris Iannetta. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team.
Chris Iannetta.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Murillo moving in. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Jose Altuve. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
Another 0-2 coming. And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2. Oh no, that screaming comebacker nailed him. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound. Andres Medrano comes out of the bullpen to shut things down.
Well, it took about a game and a half to seal this deal, but they took the lead in the top of the 14th and hung on for the road win in the bottom of the 14th. That's a real team builder right there.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Fernando Calzado gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that's a wrap.